Hello friends, this is Shrikant and today we will be solving this problem of Sherlock and squares. So before approaching this problem, I just want to digress a bit. To be able to successfully crack technical interviews, what we should know it, we do not have to reinvent everything. Why do we have to reinvent the wheel when we don't have to? So how does this apply us here? So in programming interviews, it's pretty much required that you have to code a lot. So we have to be good at the libraries that are already existing. We should know what are the libraries existing and how to use them to crack complex problems instead of writing the libraries ourselves. There is a good reason that these libraries exist, and we do not have to reinvent them again unless we are making them better. So with that said, I will switch to the problem again. So Watson gives two integers a and b to Sherlock and asks if he can count the number of square integers between a and b, both inclusive. So a perfect square is basically a number which is the square of any integer. Okay, for example, 1, 4, 9 and 16 are some of the square integers, as they are the squares of 1, 2, 3 and 4 respectively. So we are given an interval a and b and we have to find all the perfect squares within that interval, right? So a very naive approach would be to find the square root of all the numbers between a and b and see if it is an integer. Okay, so solving it that way would will be facing timeouts because it will take long time, since square root is a very expensive operation. Okay, so to solve this problem, what we'll do is take first integer t, a and b and count. Okay, this will be the variables you will be using, and we'll take input this number of test cases. So the t is the number of test cases and a and b are intervals 1 to 1 billion. Okay. So now while t minus minus, that is t is greater than equal to 0, we will take the two intervals as input, and then what we will do is we have to find all the numbers which are perfect squares, right? So the small idea would be to find the square root of the first number. Okay, so say in this case 3 square root will be 1.71. okay, and get the ceiling of that number. Okay, so 1.71 ceiling will be 2, so 2 square will be 4. That will be the first square number in interval 3 to 4. Okay, the next number will be 9. Okay, which is so we have found 2 square, the next number will be 3 square will be 9. So 9 is also in this interval, since both are inclusive, therefore 9 is also a square number. After that we will again increment to 4, and 4 square is 16, which is greater than 9, therefore will exit. Fine. So to code it, what we will do is we will find the square root of a and we will find the ceiling of this number. Ceiling function basically gives you the next integer value. Okay, and we will put it in a result variable. Now while the result square is less than equal to b, we will put as count plus plus. We have found a square number, perfect square, and we will increment to the next number to find its square. And if this next number square exists within this interval, we will again count increment the count, otherwise this loop will exit. Okay, after that we will print the count. Okay, and before every calculation we have to initialize count to 0, otherwise it will take the previous count also. Okay, now let's run the test case, sample test case. So the sample test case has passed successfully. Now we'll submit the code. So all the test cases have passed successfully. We have been successfully able to solve this problem. Hope you like this video. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, and to get the code you can visit my blog srikanthpadala.com, and if you like the video, share it with others. Thank you.